2019, the Indian government revokes Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, which grants special status for Jammu and Kashmir. The news impacts a cancer-ridden Pakistani Army General Qadir, who decides to exact vengeance against India and signs a contract with Jim, who leads a private terrorist organization called Outfit X. Pathaan, a raw agent, with his senior officer Major Nandini Grewal opens a unit dubbed Joint Operations and Covert Research (JOCR) to recruit former raw agents and soldiers forced to retire due to past trauma or injury, but want to continue serving the country. With Raw Joint Secretary Colonel Sunil Luthra's acceptance, Pathaan and his team head to Dubai to stop Outfit X's suspected plans of attacking the President of India at a scientific conference. However, they realize that their actual plan was to kidnap two scientists Drive Farooqi and Dr. Sahani, and that the original information they received was just a ruse. Jim attacks the scientists' convoy and Pathaan tries to stop him. A fight ensues where Jim manages to escape with Dr. Sahani. Luthra reveals that Jim was a former raw agent and Kabir's former partner, who was awarded the Veer Puraskar for his bravery after the army could not find his body when Somalian terrorists kidnapped him and his pregnant wife and killed her after the government refused to pay out the ransom demanded. He had faked his death in order to seek vengeance against the country for not saving his family. Meanwhile, Pathaan learns about the code word, Richt Beach, and also that the dead people in Dubai were ex-agents and their money was transferred from the account of Rubina Mohsin, Rube, a Pakistani doctor in Spain. Pathaan travels to Spain and is captured by Jim's men, where he also learns that Rube is an ex-ISI agent. When Jim leaves his hideout, Rube attacks Jim's men and escapes with Pathaan. Rube reveals that Richt Beach is in Moscow, and they travel to steal it before Jim does. However, Rube betrays Pathaan and has him captured by the Russian police. It is revealed that Jim used Rube to make Pathaan steal the Richt Beach for himself. Pathaan is captured, tortured and taken to prison by a train, but is saved by Tiger. Pathaan travels to Africa and captures Jim's henchman Rafe. He meets Nandini and reveals about Jim purchasing two Sabre missiles, while Nandini reveals Rube's location in Paris. Pathaan meets Rube, who reveals that the Richt Beach is a mutated smallpox virus, which was forcibly developed by a captive Dr. Sahani under Jim's orders. She also expresses guilt about betraying Pathaan without knowing that her country would plan such a heinous attack. They travel to Jim's lab in Siberia and manage to recover one orb containing the virus, while Jim escapes with the other orb. Luthra and Nandini reach Jim's lab to take the orb back to India in order to develop a vaccine. At the Indian Institute of Contagious Diseases, IICD, Dr. Farooqi opens up the orb to Nandini without apparently finding anything. Jim calls them and reveals that the orb has already spread the virus in the facility. The infected scientists, along with Nandini, die in the facility by shooting themselves, to curb the spread of the virus. Later, the facility is destroyed in a controlled blast. Jim provides an ultimatum to evacuate Indian soldiers out of Kashmir within 24 hours. Pathaan interrogates Rafe about the location of the missile and learns that the missile is situated in Afghanistan. After rescuing Rube, they lure Jim's associates into a trap and attack Jim's base. Qadir is killed by Rube after he activates the missile. Pathaan chases after Jim with a jetpack and they both crash land into a cabin. Meanwhile, Rube deactivates the missile, but finds that Richt Beach is not in the missile, but instead in a passenger-bound airplane, which is about to land in Delhi. Rube informs Pathaan, who finds that Jim has the detonator. Luthra calls the air traffic control to prevent the plane from landing in Delhi. In the cabin, Pathaan and Jim fight brutally. Despite getting stabbed by Jim, Pathaan steals the detonator, deactivates Richt Beach and kills Jim. Afterwards, Pathaan is reinstated into Raw and made as the head of JOCR, while Nandini is posthumously awarded with the Veer Puraskar for her bravery. In a mid-credits scene, Pathaan and Tiger are seen pondering about retiring and suggesting young agents who can replace them, but eventually decide to keep fighting the threats themselves. And that's how the story ends. Hope you enjoyed listening to the story. Give a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe for more interesting stories or blockbuster movies. Give your suggestions and valuable feedback in the comment box. Also, please do not forget to check out the other interesting stories available in our channel. See you soon again. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you very much.